Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Tonight we wrap up this three-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Kevin Gausman is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, Matty, not the type of year that he envisioned. He's got 15 losses this season. Trying to put a halt to that total here in this one.
Mookie Betts heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, Mookie Betts.
Underway now tonight as the first pitch is looked at for strike one, as we'll get this going a little late at 7:06 tonight. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and in fact dropping 6 of their last 7.
And that includes losses in the first 2 games of this series, so they just need to have something positive go their way. Salvaging the finale might just be the thing.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Rocket to third, but this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. One gone. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Steve, what do they need to do to complete the sweep?
Well, Matt, this team has elite speed, so all you have to do is keep the ball on the ground, focus on hitting line drives, and play small ball.
Charlie Blackmon will stand in as you take a look at that first column on the left. He's closing in now on that batting title.
Well, he swung the bat so well all season long, so we'll see how it all plays out at the end. Maybe he wins that batting title.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Hard liner toward short. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
A couple of hard-hit balls here to start the inning. The first one found a glove, but not this one, though. He's on with a one-out single.
Edwin Encarnacion will dig in now, knowing he'll need to turn it on here down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that batting title.
Well, he's second in the league in hitting right now, so we'll see what kind of finish he can put on.
He's set. Here it comes. Pitch out. Nothing doing. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Well, kind of strangely, Holiday has a bit of a reputation for rewarding the high strike. And that can really upset the hitter sometimes because the pitcher isn't usually trying to throw it there. So we'll see if any of that shows up.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back.
Just keeping an eye on him.
And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Runners on first with one down. Three and 0 now. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Just your classic single and a stolen base. Now with one out in the first, another base hit here could put that first run on the board.
That's good baseball right there, man.
Grounded down the third baseline. Backhanded. And the throw is low that time to first. And did he have control of it? Yes, says the first base umpire. And there are two gone. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, we're going to have a real treat in this ball game. We get to watch a shortstop that won the Gold Glove last year. Unbelievable range and an absolute cannon for an arm. Can't wait to watch him make some great plays in this one.
Here comes the first pitch. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one.
Yeah, you wonder if we're going to be seeing that high strike. That one looked to be above the letters, but not so in the eyes of the home plate umpire.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Bradley on the run. And the inning is over.
Man.
Reds leave one. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Damian Kinsey is on the mound for the Reds in this one. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, this year his strikeout to walk ratio has been outstanding. So look for a lot of strikeouts here in this one.
Jordan Pacheco.
Jordan Pacheco is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. And Eric, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
And any time you can come into someone else's house and come out of it with a sweep, really lifts your whole ball club. That's what these guys are looking to do if they can take this third and final game here.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. One away. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Who are you focused on, EK?
Yeah, when he's going good, there are few guys as fun to watch as Hanley Ramirez. He's the best base stealer on this team.
It's a real rally starter every time he's able to get on.
Okay.
Here's the first pitch to him. Jackie Bradley Jr. is at the plate as he watches ball one.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And we'll see him work both sides of the plate with the curveball going forward. Well, maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around.
And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, if you can say there is a defensive threat on this team, he's standing down there at first base. I say that because he's very good at keeping balls in front of him, helping his fellow infielders. Just a guy that's an asset every single game.
Buster Posey is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. You'd have to say, so far, so good here for the rookie.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting ahead. He's mixing his pitches. You'd like to put up a 0 to get that first inning out of the way, and he's close to making that happen.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. After 1, no score. Albert Pujols is set to stand in, and he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a hit in recent action. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Drives it the other way to deep right. Broussard ranging back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And as we check out our Reds leaderboard, we find that he currently sits 3rd best on the club in that department.
Yeah, he's definitely one of their guys offensively. Does a nice job of finding gaps and getting into scoring position.
Nick Castellanos will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to 3rd base.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Well, for Pujols, he's up to 32 in the doubles department now with that last 2-bagger. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Travis fields it cleanly. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
And you know what? It's never too early in a ball game to play smart, fundamental baseball. You've got the leadoff man at second, so he's just shooting for the right side of the infield. and he's able to move him up 90 feet to third with just one away.
Derek Norris will stand in now as we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September.
What is the 0 average? That doesn't make sense.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And he falls behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2. That's popped up out towards short right field. Travis is there for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Oh, and that's a big pitch right there to get that pop-up. That keeps the runner stuck tight to third base. And now with 2 away, your chances of getting that run home just took a big hit.
Standing in now, Jimmy Paredes, as he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. There to pull it in is Bradley. He does, and that'll end the inning. Travis Shaw digs in for the first time now and looking to break out of this little 6-game dry spell at the plate.
Travis Shaw.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
And this is what you like to see, especially coming off of a loss in his last start. These first couple innings, he's coming right after guys.
Fastball, strike 3 called on the outside corner, and a pretty generous corner at that, as that's the first down of the inning. And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Hanley Ramirez will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. In there at the knees, strike 1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Pujols will get there as he's able to tuck this one away just past the first base dugout for route number 2.
As far as rookie pitchers are concerned, he looks pretty poised out there. He doesn't have that deer in the headlights look that many guys have. He's just going about his business, and he gets the pop-up there.
First offering on its way. Alfred Broussard stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
That's inside. 2-0.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
And he finds the black here with a curveball. 2-1.
That's a great call there on 2-0. The whole world's thinking fastball, but they dropped the hammer on him.
And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now. 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Gene Segura steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know, he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out. And it doesn't look like the manager fully agrees with that out call at first. It appears he may opt to challenge it and have the play reviewed.
Yeah, he wasn't so sure that was the right call. And looking at it again right here, I don't know if I can tell for sure either. We'll wait to see what the guys in the dugout say after reviewing this play a couple of times, probably.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Reds have elected to challenge the
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. Now, the question is, if there's enough video evidence to change the call to safe, and wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat the throw, and this might be a well-used challenge.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward.
Has been overturned, and the batter ruled safe.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Here's Mookie Betts. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Maybe a spot to pitch out on 0-1.
Well, I think he wants to go, no doubt. Might not be too bad an idea.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
Segura runs. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And Posey has a cannon. He's gone at second base.
That's a big-time throw right there. I mean, a big-time throw. Anytime you can get this guy, you've done something.
Ready on 1 and 2. Hit hard but fouled toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. Third inning, no score to this point. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2 and 2.
If he would have swung at that, you would have never heard the end of it.
Squared that one up just a little late. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Into the box now, Charlie Blackmon. He reached on a single in his first try.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
In there, strike one. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Wow.
Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air and pretty deep down the left field line. Bradley is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. None left for Cincinnati. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Devin Travis will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Too high, 1-0. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. A good movement bearing in. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Now this one sets up a big pitch because you don't want to lose that leadoff guy in a scoreless ball game.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch there, 3-2. It probably would have been ball 4, but I'm not sure if I could have laid off that one either.
Here's Juan Lagares. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
1 out away now from 3 full scoreless innings, and both pitchers are working both inside, outside, up and down. Looking solid here to start this ball game.
Alcides Escobar will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Edwin Encarnacion is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. For second is Encarnacion. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Corey Dickerson is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1. For Encarnacion, another extra base hit to add to the total. Now 19 on the year. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. And he is in there.
Well, that's what he's done well all season. That's swing the bat with runners in scoring position. He drives in another one here on the RBI double.
Albert Pujols walks into the box. Reached base with a double his first time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. On the move is Lagares. One away. The relay throw. And he's safe.
So a double and a fly ball move a man to third now with one away. Now if they could just get another fly ball, it would likely net him a run.
Nick Castellanos will stand in, looking to make this a 2-0 game if he can perhaps get a ball airborne.
Yeah, you've got to put the ball in play right here. A ground ball would probably work as well, as long as you don't hit it too hard right at a corner guy.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. This is line to left. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
That was big.
And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Derek Norris is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Two runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Into the box now, Jimmy Paredes. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. A runner on first with 2 away. ripped down the first base line. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Hard hit ball right here, right down the line. And you be the judge. Is this fair or is it foul? Whew, that's awfully close. It looked like it indeed hopped right over the bag. And that's all it's got to do. He's going to wind up at second base here with 2 bases.
And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. Gene Segura standing in the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And he'll make it back in safely at third. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Reds. Jordan Pacheco will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
We're already at 4. Do I hear 5 strikeouts in a row?
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. As with 1 away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Down and away, ball 1.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Buster Posey digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
2 out, nobody on. Here's the ball lined up and over the head of Segura at short. It's on into left center for a base hit. Buster Posey picks up another base hit there, and now he's just 2 away from 1,000 for his career.
Well, I've seen quite a few guys close in on big career milestones, Matt. And I tell you, as the numbers get bigger, so does the pressure. You just want to get there as quickly as possible so you can enjoy it.
Travis Shaw checks his swing here on the first pitch, and it's 1-0.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
Two 2-0 count, and the pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and He's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Now batting.
Hanley Ramirez gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially for a guy in this part of the lineup.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Hit to first. Fielded cleanly by Pujols. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Mookie Betts heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Into the windup and the pitch. Grounder down the line at 3rd. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty good right now.
Charlie Blackmon will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball runs inside and gets away. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here.
This is almost certainly going to be ruled a pass ball. That essentially turns that leadoff single into a leadoff double.
Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at 3rd. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
They're applying a little pressure here for one of the first times tonight. That puts runners at the corners now with 1 away, so this becomes an opportunity they need to take advantage of.
Stepping in, Edwin Encarnacion. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he did a good job to go down and get one in his last at-bat, but I got to think he'll be looking for a pitch that he can drive right here.
And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
The 1-0 delivery. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Throw over to first, but the runner's back easily. 2 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And a ball in the dirt as it gets away a bit.
Damn it.
Now a throw over, and the runner will get back standing. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Now a ball popped up, but room and foul ground for the catcher Posey, and a rather easy first out. So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. Corey Dickerson Stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. Grounded to the right. Escobar.
No way.
And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. Alfred Broussard will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, he was out front right there, probably guessing fastball. But now, 0-2, you can't be guessing anymore. You got to find something in the strike zone and put it in play.
And, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Yeah, he hasn't made too many mistakes on the mound so far, but hitting a guy here with 2 strikes is definitely not something he was trying to do.
First pitch of the at-bat. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And he'll get back in safely. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Line toward the gap in left center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Around third and being waved on home. And a relay to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Well, that runner on first was hurting any after that hit by pitch. He didn't show it at all there. He's going to come all the way around to score here on the RBI double. You can bet he's loving that.
And there's the 4th wide one, so now the double play perhaps in order with nobody out. So striding in, Alcides Escobar, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead, and he takes ball 1. First and second here with nobody out. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Blackman going back. Gone. A fence scraper, but still good for 3 runs. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and it gives the Cubs a 4-2 lead. Stepping in now, Jordan Pacheco, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
And now it's hard to do, but you've got to try and push the reset button on the mound. You're basically starting the inning from scratch, so you got to make sure that 4 is all they're going to get.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
And you kind of get the sense that his head isn't in it right now. You got to put all your concentration into that hitter. You can leave worrying about the pass for your film session tomorrow.
There's the cold strike he was looking for, 2-2 now.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Hit hard to short. Segura has it. Throw on to first, and they're finally able to get on the board here. There's 1 away.
Well, this hasn't been the smoothest inning ever, so he just needed to get it out somehow. And I think he'll take it right here on that ground ball.
Jackie Bradley Jr. will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
4 runs here in this half inning. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
This is pulled into right, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Buster Posey will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Lays off 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
That's wide, 2-0. You still come after him now on 2-0?
I think you have to be a little careful, but yeah, I don't think you can just give up on him.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter is going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
To 2-2 now.
And it's hard to be patient sometimes when you see your teammates walking up there and having great at-bats. You want to get in on the act too, but you can't go helping a guy out.
Still 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is hit high and deep out to left. Blackman going back on it. Gone!
Wow.
A solo home run for Buster Posey. 19th home run for him on the season. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game. Travis Shaw will stand in now following the home run. And you wonder if that losing streak is about to go by the wayside.
Well, they're not home yet, but certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
Dan Jennings is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here.
Jennings.
Travis Shaw will be the first one to greet him, as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. From the stretch. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right
To right field and
Wow.
absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs.
Gee. So much for
A
the
solo
sweep.
shot here to straightaway right field. Number 23 for him thus far, as they open it up to 6-2 now. Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1.
Yeah, same pitch here from the home run ball, but this one's in a much better spot down at the knees.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Gets a small piece near the plate. That's a foul ball. The 1-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. But they managed to bat around as 9 men come to the plate and 6 of them score. 5 innings complete. The Cubbies are in front 6-2. Albert Pujols will lead things off now in a completely different ball game since the last time these guys took their hats.
And after that 6-run inning, you got to hope that you can put together some kind of response. The last thing you want to do is a 1, 2, 3 inning, so a little patience wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal, and it's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
Nick Castellanos steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch on its way. And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Travis backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Derek Norris will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Drilled to the right side. There is Travis. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Alfred Broussard gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team. Ryan Webb will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
Ryan Webb.
Alfred Broussard will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Broussard.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. To first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning.
Yeah, you know, this one was always shaping up to be a foot race, but that's a nice job of knowing that he's got to hurry a little bit as he wins the race to the bag.
Into the box, Devin Travis. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Segura fields it cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Center fielder number 12, Juan Lagares.
Juan Lagares steps into the box. Let's see if they avoid the zone again or try to challenge him here.
Well, I'm sure he'd probably rather hit, but guess what? There's no easier way to improve that on-base percentage.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 6-2. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front, and before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Jimmy Paredes is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far, and you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
Digging in, Gene Segura. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Nobody out, runner on first. There goes the runner. Sacrifice attempt here. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned.
Boy, that's not always an easy pitch to bunt right there. That's up at the letters, and that can produce a lot of pop-ups. You know, pitchers, when they know that the bunt is on, they're not going to make it easy for you. But he's able to get the bat head on top of the baseball and get the bunt down.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Bradley giving chase. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Charlie Blackmon ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Escobar fields it cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for Cincinnati. Alcides Escobar will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8. Leading off the inning, Edwin Encarnacion, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike one. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why you can't get these final 6 outs.
0-2 count, and the pitch. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Down 0-2 there. He knows he's got to protect the plate. He almost went around right there, but that's a good job to hold it back.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Lagares is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for Cincinnati.
8th inning now from Wrigley. Cubs lead in front of their home faithful as you get a look at the line score to see how we got to this point. Corey Dickerson comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
Yeah, and it's always kind of tough returning to the dugout after rolling into a double play. So you know he wants to make up for that one right here.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Scorched to third. Pacheco is there on to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting.
This little 4-game run they've been on, it's been a good one, but unless things change in a hurry, it's looking like that win streak's going to end right here.
Albert Pujols will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They still. Travis Shaw digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. And we'll move forward now to the top of inning number 9. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Nick Castellanos. And they'll need him to get something going here. And here's a ball hit in the air. Broussard on the move, but this will wind up being a foul ball. A 1 pitch on its way. Goodness. 0-2 now. Liner towards second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The catcher.
2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
You know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Derek Norris stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hard hit ball to second, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, and plenty of hits here so far, but not a lot to show for it in the run column. Maybe this can help turn that around as they get a man on here with just one away.
Jimmy Paredes digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Runner at first here, one man out. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike two anyway. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
And you know, as a hitter, with the runner at first and one out, I think I'm going to see something down in the zone because I know they want me to hit into a double play. Instead, they go ahead and they challenge him up, and I don't think he was expecting that.
First delivery to him on the way. Ground ball left side. Scooped up. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
And you can look no further than to the 5th inning to see where this game changed. A huge rally there put them well on their path to this victory.
And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Alcides Escobar. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award. But what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.